Hi, my name is Summer, but I do go by Seven, and I don't have index cards. So I cut up this little napkin into an index card with the measurements and everything and my little notes. I'm gonna have it on the table right here, so I promise I'm not looking down at my note card every 5 seconds. But one of the main things on my note card that I had was I moved from Maine, which is a little state, probably had a population of maybe 1 million people, but I don't even think that, all the way down to South Carolina, and how big of a culture shock that is for who I am as a person now compared to who I would have been if I stayed up there. And so Maine, my town at least didn't have that many people. We always had Canadians because we were right on the border of Canada, always coming down from summers, vacations, spring break, whatever holiday it really was. Canadians always flooded to our town. It was a little tourist town right on the beach. It had a little amusement park right on the beach too, and it was generally one of the more beautiful towns of Maine. And I think moving down to a town like South Carolina, where there's not many people, also, but there is a lot at the same time, it's generally more shocking to me. There's a million things to do in Maine, because maybe because of the town I was in, but also down here, there isn't a thing to do. It's generally, at least my town, is more for retirement homes or college kids. And there isn't an amusement park or a beach right next door. And another thing with that is there wasn't a church on every corner like how there is down here. In my parents' home, I moved into this one just about, I think, 5, 6 months ago. In my parents' home, there's two churches right on each corner of the neighborhood. But even on this one, there's a church right down there, probably a mile, not even, away. And there's two more down at the end of this road where there's one probably a mile and 3 miles away. And in Maine, we didn't have churches like that. We didn't have religion at the forefront of everybody. And I didn't live in a Bible Belt, which when I was little, of course I was little, so it didn't really affect me that much. But when I was 9 to 10, when I first moved down here, in Maine, nobody talks about religion. Nobody is really religious as if down here. And going into school down here, moving and transitioning, people went to churches on Wednesdays. People went to churches on Sundays. It was generally a very culture shocking thing for me. Whenever I would want to hang out with somebody after school on a Wednesday or sleep over somebody's house on a Sunday, it was always, oh, I have to go to church. And I didn't know what church was. I didn't know what religion was. I didn't know anything about God. And I think that was one big thing that culture shocked me was religion. It wasn't a thing for us up there. And another thing that really transitioned who I am is going from a town where I knew everybody. Everybody was my family. I had all my brothers, all my cousins, all my uncles, my aunts, all of my family was up there, to a town where nobody I knew lived here. Nobody from my family lived here. Nobody even knew of the town that I lived in. And it kind of made me more of an independent person. It transitioned me a lot from relying on my family for a call always whenever I needed something to I have to figure it out on my own. I don't have anybody around me. I don't have friends. I don't have my aunts, my uncles, my brothers. Nobody was an hour away. It was 17 to 18 hours away. And nobody could hop on a flight and just come down here whenever I needed them. And that kind of made me learn how to do my schoolwork myself, be more independent, learn how to find a job, learn how to clean, cook, all this stuff. And it made me become more of a independent, self-reliant person. And I think that really makes me who I am today. And I hope you enjoyed my speech.